Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another review. Crazy, I know, but anyways, this time around we're going to take a look at the much anticipated film that came out actually last year, around Christmas time. This would be the review of Transformers 6 Bumblebee. Simply phenomenal. I cannot even describe it even further than that. Just phenomenal. Okay, so basically, how does it go off? Okay, so basically, it starts out on Cybertron, Autobots and Decepticons fighting, trying to find refuge and all that stuff. Optimus Prime sends Bumblebee to Earth, obviously, and he crash lands in front of, well, a military training base, where we are introduced to John Cena's character, Agent Burns. And he gets so aggravated. He launches like it injures a lot of people, but basically he tries to fight off Bumblebee. Like he sends a lot of troops here and there to get Bumblebee, but then all of a sudden we're introduced to our first Decepticon already. None other than Blitzwing. And I'll talk about Blitzwing a little later on, and yes, I know he looks like Starscream, but I'll explain that. So pretty much Bumblebee, he fights Blitzwing. He gets manhandled. After refusing to tell where Optimus is, Blitzwing just rips out Bumblebee's voice box. And he's about to execute him, but then Bumblebee rips out one of Blitzwing's missiles from his vehicle mode, stabs into his chest, and Bumblebee shoots the missile, and it destroys Blitzwing. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. However, he's, after so much damage, because he scanned one of the military jeets from Sector 7. He scans a VW Volkswagen, which is ultimately his alternate mode throughout the movie, before going into stasis lock. And then we're introduced to Haley Steinfeld's character, Charlie. And, oh my god, I feel so terrible for her. Basically, what she's been trying to do is work on this very old vehicle, this convertible. And she and her father had such a close bond. Unfortunately, her father died of a heart attack, and it really struck home to her. Her mom was just so over-apprehensive. Her brother, though pretty nice karate, specialized in karate and stuff, he's a little stubborn, and he pretty much... Charlie's mom is married to this guy named Ron. He doesn't do really much to the end. But anyways, what Charlie does is she works at like a fair, as a serving corn dogs. And then this is where we meet Mimo. Mimo is, of course, this typical guy, he has this he wants to date Charlie. So basically what happens is this. Charlie's interested in Bumblebee, in the Volkswagen. And she offers this silly deal to get the vehicle for $300. And the manager is like, it's your birthday, because she just turns 18. He's like, you can have the vehicle, it's your birthday. And Bumblebee is, well, takes Bumblebee home. Then Bumblebee reveals himself to Charlie. They get a little scared, and then after Charlie explains everything, they go over some hiding exercises. Charlie's mom accidentally takes Bumblebee to go to the vet because the dog is a little sick or whatever. That's how Charlie she also gets a helmet for her moped that she owns, which is hilarious. But anyways, so pretty much, she gets Bumblebee, and then they practice on a beach about hiding techniques. It gets a little crazy, it's pretty. I like the connection. I like the relationship between Charlie and Bumblebee. It's just pretty good. However, meanwhile, Agent Burns and is pretty much he and Sector 7 meet the two Decepticons, the other two Decepticon antagonists, but I'll get to that beforehand. While while Charlie tries to activate Bumblebee, it tries to get him started, it sends out a signal to pretty much the far reaches of the galaxy. It actually goes to one of the moons on Mars or Jupiter. I can't remember, but a little farther away from the solar system. Dropkick and Shatter, two Decepticons, the other two Decepticons in this film, they interrogate Cliffjumper, and after refusing to reveal the location, Dropkick pretty much slices Cliffjumper in half and kills him. Typical, but hey, at least it wasn't revived into a Terracon. So, anyways. And they pretty much head to Earth, and they meet Sector 7, they meet Agent Burns. Agent Burns is so apprehensive, he still doesn't trust them. He doesn't. He has a sneaky suspicion about every single one of them. However, the main scientist dude, is very confident that they'll be able to help him. Because Dropkick and Shatter lie about their goal, saying they're Decepticon peacemakers, when in fact their ultimate goal is to send a signal to any of the Decepticons out there to come to Earth and take down Bumblebee. He's also known as B-127 in the film. I thought I went over that last year, but anyway, so pretty much what happens is they go into Dropkick and Shatter. They get they get limited access, technically, to any of the satellites and communication networks to find B-127. Because that's what he's known as before and throughout the film by, Blitzwing calls him that, same with the other Dropkick and Shatter, Optimus Prime calls him that. Yeah. However, Bumblebee, he's still suffering from injuries sustained in his fight with Blitzwing and time being stasis. So basically what happens is this. They go to the forest, and Charlie tries to repair, but accidentally it sends up a transmission, which is a holographic communication of Optimus Prime and what he did. What happened with Optimus Prime on Cybertron is that after Bumblebee left Cybertron, Optimus fended off a few more Decepticons before surrounded by Soundwave, Ravage, Shockwave, Starscream, every other Decepticon. And we don't know what happened. We don't know how he... I'll explain that at the end, but pretty much from now on in, sends us a transmission. And then what happens is this. Mimo and Charlie meet up. Mimo gets into the garage and Bumblebee, and he sees Bumblebee, and he's freaked out, but after reasoning, Mimo understands, And then they go to this little event, and I like that. This is a funny scene. There's a sunroof, right, on Bumblebee's vehicle mode. The sunroof's activated, and oh my god, it's so hilarious. Charlie just pretty much asks for Mimo's shirt and just has it around her, ties it around her face just to be funny and whatnot. And the shirt is just like the force, the G-force just knocks the shirt off, blows it away. It is so funny. I love that. It's just, I like that relationship too. It's just they're starting to, and yeah, it's just pretty good. It was so good. I like that. But pretty much what happens is that they go to this event, and pretty much this random dude who actually he had early in the film, he had his shirt, ruined by some food at the fair, and he just dives off of the cliff into the water. It's revealed that Charlie used to be a professional diver, swimming diver, and she's about to do it, but then she backs away at the last second, and then pretty much this, I forget her name, but she pretty much in this just rubs salt into the wound of Charlie, And as revenge, what they do that night is pretty much Charlie and Mimo litter the house, with toilet paper and eggs. They egg the house, and Bumblebee just eggs and destroys her car. And it was just priceless. It was just so well timed and perfectly thought out. However, the police see this, and I don't know if that was Barricade or if that was just some random police dude, but anyways, or just a generic police car, but pretty much Bumblebee just takes down that police car and they drive away. And from then on in, like, Charlie next day decides to, take care of some business on her own, leaving Bumblebee alone. However, Bumblebee is so intrigued because the dog, is there, and then he pretty much ruins the house. He destroys and vandalizes the entire house, not by intention, but by pure coincidence. However, while trying to fix an outlet or trying to play with the outlet, he gets electrocuted so badly that the energy waves that are sent through the wiring which leads to the Sector 7 and such, which sends out a signal, and Sector 7, Dropkick, and Shatter make their way. And then when Charlie's mom and Otis is the name of the brother, they come back from karate whatnot, they put the blame on Charlie. She tries to explain, and then she just pretty much, in a fit of rage, just walks away. Or just takes off. Charlie and Mimo just, they're driving in Bumblebee. They are surrounded by Sector 7. And Mimo gets apprehended, but Bumblebee just tokenizes the guard that's trying to apprehend Charlie. And they both try to escape. However, they're cornered by Shatter and Dropkick. And pretty much, they just beat the living crap out of Bumblebee, and they pretty much, like, they taser Bumblebee and Charlie, and, yeah, like, pretty much Bumblebee he's pretty much taken to a warehouse factory where Shadow and Dropkick are interrogating him. And yeah, it was wow. However, Agent Burns is, explaining that, everything's delusional, she's, crazy and all that. She's pretty much, a little conceited. However, fact of the matter is that, well, if you think about it, yeah, Charlie she pretty much prepares herself, and with Mimo, they go and find Bumblebee. However, when they arrive at the factory, they're a little too late. Dropkick pretty much, and the scientist finds out about this. The scientist from earlier, he sees this. He sees their intention, and Dropkick just kills the scientist, just shoots him into a like, not like how Optimus Prime killed Harold Attinger in Age of Extinction. No, it wasn't like that. He pretty much turned them into a watery mess, basically. And this is why, because in the very beginning, when we first see Dropkick and Shatter, they do the same thing to a poor, innocent man who has the same, like, alternate mode as Shatter. The red muscle car. However, basically, as, with pretty much Dropkick and Shatter have two alternate modes. Like, they were both muscle cars, but the difference is Shatter's third mode is a Harrier jet, Dropkick's third mode is a helicopter. So, there's that. But anyways, Dropkick just pretty much shoots Bumblebee in the chest. And I was shocked. There was no damage at all. But pretty much, like, they're trying to revive Bumblebee with those stun guns or whatever that Sector 7 did. And it doesn't work. And, we think, all hope is lost. Bumblebee's dead. But no, he isn't. He pretty much gets back up like 2 seconds later, and they try to plan out how are they going to defeat, the Decepticons. with their intention. And pretty much, Agent Burns gets into the building. They apprehend Mimo and Charlie. And Bumblebee, he tries to reason with them, but then he gets pinned down by the military jeeps, and Bumblebee realizes that Charlie's in trouble. So pretty much, and I was so shocked. It's kind of like something from, what was that film? But similar to Johnny Five, from Short Circuit. Bumblebee's eyes turn red in rage, and he just blows up the Jeep and kills a lot of military soldiers in pure rage. And then, he just realized what he did. He just, is forgiven. And what happens is this. Bumblebee and Charlie go on their own. Mimo stayed behind to try, and I thought, I'll talk about this at the end, but Mimo just pretty much tries and stops anyone he can, pretty much slowing down traffic and such. So there's that. Dropkick and Shatter, meanwhile, are setting up their energon towers, or their signal device on a communications tower, and Dropkick goes and fights Bumblebee. It was a pretty epic fight, and he almost gets the upper hand, but then Bumblebee he chains Dropkick, and then just yanks on the chain and rips him into pieces, destroying Dropkick. I was like, dude, simply epic. I thought that wasn't going to happen, but anyway. I thought, judging by the trailer, he would just be killed in his helicopter mode, just like, this, Which leads to Shatter. After realizing his mistake, Agent Burns, in a normal helicopter, just tries and shoots Shatter, because she's about to kill, Charlie when she's trying to destroy the communications tower, or their device. It doesn't work that way. And what ends up happening, Bumblebee fights Shatter, and it's a great fight. Shatter just pretty much manhandles Bumblebee. I was like, damn. And I thought, I don't know, I thought Victorion or RC would have some... Well, I mean, RC from Prime would definitely have an equal chance of defeating Shatter from this universe. I'm just saying. But anyways, so Shatter's about to deliver the final blow. She has this very sharp blade of steel, which is not Bumblebee's arm weapon, which was broken off in the fight. Bumblebee shoots the dam, which moves a contraption, which destroys Shatter, just crushes her. But Bumblebee ends up sinking to the bottom, which, just like earlier in the film, Charlie just dies to go for Bumblebee. And I was like, that was beautiful. Just, yes. Well done. And pretty much at the end of the film, Agent Burns, realizes his mistake, thanks Bumblebee. And oh my god, Ron had some excellent driving skills, because he actually... just watching Miami 5, Shades of Miami 5 just, halts all traffic from each side. It was pretty good. But he concedes and all that stuff. Bumblebee and Charlie say their goodbyes in San Francisco. And he scans the same Camaro from Transformers 2007 and meets Optimus Prime. And it was so epic. Optimus Prime, just like G1, flat nose cab with the trailer. It was pretty good. I mean, I like they didn't include the Autobot symbol, because that would have been obvious to anyone. But pretty much at the very, very end, Charlie gets that car finally working. And Bumblebee and Optimus meet in the forest. Different one, not the same one from early in the film. And more and more Autobots touched down to Earth. And that was the end of the film. What more can I say? Characters were very great. I will say that. I mean, Bumblebee himself was just terrific. There was a lot of 80s nostalgia. Like the touch was heard for about 5 seconds. 5 seconds in the film. I was like, yes! First time we've heard it since Transformers 1986, the Transformers film. It was like, yay! I was like, that's pretty good. And there's some other ones, like, you know, the Rick Roll song was played. There's a lot of 80s nostalgia in that. It was pretty good. The other, like, Agent Burns, John Cena was just outstanding. I mean, yes, you may have seen him in, like, WWE and all this stuff, but it was just like, wow. What more can I say? His character is pretty nice. Although, it doesn't really explain where he was after the fact, like, what happened to him. Dropkick and Shatter were an excellent duo. Like, they're a classic duo. Like, and I mean classic in a way, like, they don't fight. They don't, like, there's just, like, think of any Decepticon duos from Transformers history. Think of, I don't know, think of, you know, Demolisher and Cyclonus from the Unicron trilogy. That was pretty Ransack and Crumple Zone. Huh. Tell me about it. They were more than just, they were just like, they're more like nutheads to me. Blackwing and Dreadwind, you know, those from G1 are a good example. Dropkick and Shatter are pretty epic Decepticons. Yes, I know they died and all that stuff, but what more can I say? Oh, I forgot to mention, there were spoilers in this, so foretold. Should have said that earlier in the film. Too bad. Anyways, I like the relationship thing that they had with not just Charlie and Bumblebee, but Charlie and Mimo. It was pretty good. And, I mean, and yes, Mimo is kind of right. Kissing on the cheek does count, in a way, but I honestly thought two things were going to happen. After when Charlie dove in for Bumblebee, I thought they were going to kiss in the water. I thought that would have been so cool. Well, that could have been I think that should be a good fanfic art right there. And I honestly thought Mimo was going to challenge Dropkick and Shatter, but he would have been killed anyway. I thought he was going to die. Of all the characters, I thought he was going to be like, yep, sorry. But yeah, it was pretty good. And Blitzwing, yes, Blitzwing. Okay, let's talk about this quick. Blitzwing and Starscream, yes, they look similar. Their ultra modes on Cybertron, their jet modes, are similar to the ones from G1, like those triangular jets. I mean, that's pretty good. Shockwave, he looks pretty good. His design looks so similar to his War for and Fall of Cybertron designs. It's so good. And Soundwave was just like tremendous, just like something from, like again, much like War for Fall of Cybertron design. Rouge's design, I mean, he has a cassette mode, but his main beast mode looks like a pre-evolution of his Revenge of the Fallen self. And then, of course, I mean, and then we got some more Autobot cameos. We got Ratchet, RC, Cup. You know, they were pretty good. They were pretty tremendous. Oh, yeah, and Ironhide as well. And it was just epic. I really, really think this film was just epic. Who else am I forgetting? Think. Oh yeah. I kind of, going back to the whole Mimo thing, I kind of liked his character. It's pretty good. They almost held hands. I thought they were gonna like actually kiss, like for real, on the lips. I thought they were, but oh well, what can you do? Now, from my understanding, there is a deleted scene from that film where Megatron is in it. Yeah, we didn't see Megatron in this, but there's a deleted scene where Megatron is seen. I don't know where that takes place. I have no idea. But I do know this. Blitzwing, Starscream. Blitzwing, though not a triple changer, was pretty tough. He was a tough Decepticon, and being killed by his own weapons of destruction, pretty sad, but what can you do? It's nice how they changed it up from not just Megatron destroying his voice box, but just Blitzwing just ripping it out with that what looked like similar to the device that Lockdown used in Age of Extinction to kill Ratchet. It was just pretty good. What else? What else? What am I thinking of? It was just pretty good. Like I said, Bumblebee was an exceptional film. Really is. I mean, again, it was just incredible. Everything was just, it was perfect. Really was. I mean, some of the dialogue was hilarious. I mean, it's just like that. You get that sense of family and belonging and true value. You know, because it was just tremendous. Really, really was tremendous. So I would highly recommend watching this film. It was just that incredible. It was just all around amazing. Sorry, I was just gathering my thoughts here. Anyways, guys, it was just wow. Just loved it. I simply loved it, and I think you should check it out. Will there be a sequel? They've hinted at it, but I'm not sure how it's going to play out. I'm really not sure how it's going to play out. Because, again, this is a prequel to all the previous 5 films. So I wonder how they're going to play it out, because it's going to be really interesting. And I'm going to be interested if they are going to continue from where The Last Knight left off, because there is still an unexplained reason, unexplained reasons of the whole Unicron thing and all that stuff. So we'll just wait and see. But anyways, guys, that is my video review of the Transformers 6 Bumblebee film. Epic film, highly recommended. You will not be disappointed by it. It's just that tremendous. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Have a great day. And I shall catch you all later. Bye-bye.